Thank you everyone for being here this afternoon. With that being said, I would like to introduce Maria Lucero, Leslie Gutierrez, Adrian Gallegos, Giselle Ibarra, and Emma Solis, students from Fremont Elementary and After School Adventures program for the Pledge of Allegiance. If you can all please stand.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, community members. My name is Giselle Ibarra. I'm a 5th grader and I'm also student body president.
My name is Emma Solis. I am in 5th grade and a student council representative.
Please stand up and place the flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank you all for being here for this joyous event, celebrating the completion of the El Salvador Park Improvement Project with the ribbon cutting ceremony of the community garden. The great poet and novelist Helen Humphreys once wrote, "What I've always found interesting in gardens is looking at what people choose to plant there, what they put in, what they leave out, one small choice and then another. And soon there is a mood, an atmosphere, a series of limitations, a world." The community gardens in Santa Ana's public parks is exactly that, public. We are using as an inspiration the model of Mesa Verde, or Green Table, which is a model that started in San Jose, California, which is about teaching families to raise their own gardens at their homes so that they can not help them eat healthy, but also prepare them and help their pocketbook. The community garden program is in city parks is a wellness goal. I think the wind like that. To help the public get fit and eat well, but also an economic development program so that families have more money for other essential things like housing, education, and health services. We believe that for every family that ends up having a raised bed garden at their homes, significant monies are saved to reinvest in family benefits. For example, a salsa garden alone will save lots of money. Imagine not having to buy tomatoes, onions, cilantro, chilies, because you can just pick them from your own garden. We will also teach folks how to plant a lime tree in a container. Pico de gallo, fresh and ready-made from what you grow at home. Today, we are closer to developing our garden world with this grand opening. The City of Santa Ana Parks, Recreation and Community Services Agency plays an important role in creating healthy community through a diverse and innovative recreation programming. We provide a space to learn, have fun, get fit, and be respectful. Today, our mission is more evident as the completion of this project will provide space to the community to create positive memories for years to come. At this point in time, I would like to recognize the following organizations in attendance today. Please help me welcome members of the Santiago Little League, Best Soccer Organization, California Youth Soccer League, as well as the Pilar Neighborhood Association and members of the Board of Recreation and Parks. Can we please have a good hand for them? Thank you. At this point in time, I would like now to introduce Council Member David Benavides.
It was wonderful to have our future mayor and council members here open up with the Pledge of Allegiance. So let's give a round of applause there to our student council from Fremont and to the the rest of the children that are here that will be in not too distant future leading our city and paving the way for us as we get older and grayer. But again, it is a wonderful thing when we see that this level of investment in our community. And over the years, we've been able to see some of our parks improved and come more and more to life. These beautiful palm trees that are here were part of this investment, over $400,000 that the city council was able to earmark and designate here, improve lighting for safety, this beautiful landscape right behind us. Right behind me is a space that you may recall for many years was some asphalt, broken up asphalt, that really I remember walking by and jogging by and driving by so often. And just really thinking, man, we've got to do something with this. This is wasted space, wasted land, and it is wonderful to see that in the not too distant future it will be coming alive with fruits and vegetables and just a community space. Another hat that I wear besides being a councilman here in Santa Ana is I work at KidWorks right down the street. Where we also have a community learning garden, and it's wonderful to see that intergenerational connection. The young people leading the way by doing compost. In fact, we have a couple of our staff members here. If you guys can wave, and thank you for all you do for our young people. And so it's a wonderful thing to be able to see that, right down the street we are able to have that, and I'm able to see firsthand. And then not too far, it's right around the corner from my house at Jerome. We have the Jerome Park Community Learning Garden that started a few years ago, and over at Madison Park and Madison Elementary, we have another learning garden now here at El Salvador, serving the Artesia Pilar community. And see a couple of leaders and folks who have been a part of making this happen and creating this movement within the city, and Artesia Pilar leaders and Grain Project, folks who've been around and very committed to our community. So main thing I wanted to do today is just thank you all for being a part of investing in Santa Ana, believing in our city, believing in our young people, encouraging and helping us as a city identify priorities to again bring our city united and bring a thriving and more healthy culture within our community. So proud to be able to have been a part of that, and without further ado, I'm going to ask my friend and colleague, Councilman Reyna, who grew up not too far from here, to come on up and share a few words.
The problem with going second is the people that go first say it all. I don't know what else to say. No, not at all. Today is an exciting day to be here today because of what we are invested in the park. And you heard the statistics, you heard the numbers, you heard the benefits. But what we're doing is we're planting seeds of change. This is the environment I grew up in. This is the environment I got my start. I was 3 years old when I started at Tiny Tim's at El Salvador Park. My first school was Fremont. My first job was here at El Salvador. My first girlfriend, the first time I got beat up. All of that happened here. And in that environment, it really wasn't always warm and fuzzies. And we experienced a lot of bad things. But it takes a community to raise a child. And I'm very lucky to have a lot of surrogate mothers and fathers out there that helped guide me in the right direction, whether they were our team mom or our coaches, our advisors. And it really had a major impact in me. And I know today a lot of our young people are still facing similar challenges. Your American dream is possible. Today I stand in front of you. I've never thought I'd ever be a city council member, a community leader, but I had good role models and I used my time wisely. And you guys could achieve all of your goals and dreams as well. You can see how different our park is from when I grew up here so many years ago. And to be able to be part of this is completely surreal. It's completely surreal. I'm so proud to be part of this. I want to thank everybody for being here today because you're investing your time by your presence. And by that, you're saying this is important to you, that this is key and critical for our success, and you're doing that with your presence. Thank you so very much, and let's have a grand opening.
Thank you, Council Members David Benavides and Roman Reyna. And at this point in time, I would like to introduce Mr. Ron Ono, Administrative Services Manager for the City of Santa Ana, who oversaw the project. Mr. Ono.
Thank you. What a great day for a ribbon cutting event, isn't it? The sun came out from a gloomy morning till now. I think it's really nice. I appreciate everybody being here. First of all, as Councilman Reyna indicated, hate to be the third one here because the first one has said it all. But anyway, I want to thank the City Council, City Manager, and the Community Development Agency for providing the funding. The $400,000 was needed to renovate this park site. Also want to thank the Public Works Agency, the Design Division, and the Construction Division for actually building this park, helping us build this park and making it look so nice the way it is right now. As indicated, $457,000 was used of CDBG money to build the park site. And the contractor was Ace CD Inc. from Glendora that helped us build the facility. The project included, if you remember, the area just behind you was all dirt, right? The playground equipment and the picnic tables are further away. So when we designed the facility, we wanted to make sure that it was included nice landscaping, drought-tolerant landscaping, bring the tables closer to the playground equipment so families could use the facility and make it more pleasing. We also included the installation of a community garden in an area that was an old parking lot underutilized. So we felt let's utilize that to make it beneficial to the community. We also included these palm trees that act as a visual barrier, not a physical barrier, but a visual barrier between the highly active sports complex and the passive playground area and picnic area. So I hope that accomplished that. We also included LED lights, more energy efficient LED lights in the area, so you'll see it much brighter at night in this facility. As I indicated, the community garden, included in the community garden was the tool shed, the garden plots, soil amendment bins, decomposed granite walkway, and the nice black protective fencing that you see around it. The picnic area and adjacent playground included the new concrete walkways, picnic tables, drought-tolerant planting, drip irrigation system, and the LED lights, as I indicated earlier. The plaza included the 8 palm trees and some benches for the basketball court as well as for the play area. And these improvements were made possible, as I indicated, through CDBG funding. Landscape will be maintained by our landscape contractor we currently have on the contract under Merchants Landscape. So I hope you all enjoy the new facility, and I thank you so much.
Thank you, Ron. At this time, I would like to introduce VIANEY MUNGUIA, who is the Wellness Program Coordinator. VIANEY?
If it's tough to go second, imagine going fifth. Well, I oversee the community garden program at all the facilities, as they mentioned earlier today, but I'd like to also welcome you to some of our workshops that we're going to be having here on Saturdays and during the weekdays, open to the community, to involve the community in taking part in the development of this garden. With that being said, the El Salvador Community Garden today officially becomes a public resource for residents to learn to grow their own fruits and vegetables. This garden will provide workshops and other hands-on learning opportunities for people to begin and or continue on their path for a healthier lifestyle. The city's community garden program's goal is to teach families to establish their own gardens at home and to benefit not only from their harvest, but to save money in the process. Whether you attend a workshop or become a regular volunteer, which we hope you do, the garden program will impact the way you go about selecting the best fruits and vegetables for your family. Participating in your neighborhood garden will help build a sense of community. But not only that, establishing your own garden at home and working on it as a family will strengthen your bond and plant the seed for healthier food options and for your generations to come. The El Salvador Community Garden Program will be offering its workshops on Wednesdays from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m., on Fridays from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., and on Saturdays from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Today, we invite you all to join us in the planting of the first seeds and trees that will give life to the garden and provide nourishment to the community at El Salvador Park. Staff and I will guide you in what we hope to be the first of many visits to come and work and learn from the garden itself. Again, we thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Vinay. Well, it's that time of the day. It's time for the ribbon cutting ceremony. But before we go and do that, I just want to remind everyone, as soon as we do that, we are going to have the seed planting ceremony inside. So if I can have our council members join us.
1, 2, 3.